Come back, Oliver. Come back.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I have been trying to get this review out for T.S. Madison, but this refrigerator, girl, listen, if y'all hear a buzzing noise, for the new people, shout out to the new people. Thank y'all for coming over to the dark side, the messy side. My name is Rodney, the voice. Hello. And over here, we like to dabble in a whole lot of mess, but we like to talk about some serious stuff sometimes. We don't want to be no stupid queen our entire life. So we like to try to dibble and dabble, you know, in a little everything. But mostly, we could keep up with the mess over here. But girl, if y'all hear a noise in the background, that's my raggedy ass, ghetto ass refrigerator. I'm trying to not let it get to me. Because I'm moving in 6 months. So it's kind of like, girl, I'm not supposed to get my nerves worked up over. I was going to ask the leasing office to give me a new refrigerator. But I'm like, girl, you about to leave in 6 months. It's not that big of a deal. Girl, girl, quiet as kept. I think that refrigerator been making a buzzing noise for the last few years. I just figured out that it was a refrigerator a few months ago. And now since I know what the buzzing noise is, now it's been irritating me ever since I found out what it was or what the noise was coming from. If I used to be in this apartment, girl, I would hear a buzzing noise. And girl, I live by myself. So girl, I'd be like, girl, what? Girl, I used to be here scared, girl. Big ass scared. Anyways, so let's get into this episode because girl, I got a whole bunch of other stuff I gotta review. All right, so listen, let me tell y'all something. Really and truly, it was really the last 5 minutes that tickled my soul. When I tell y'all, the last 5 minutes, the last minute of this episode was the funniest part I have ever seen on reality TV. Let's get into this review. Okay, so Miss Mary had a false positive for COVID, so she's coming back to stay with Maddie. I want everybody to take a shot. I want everybody to hit whatever you're doing. I want everybody, you know, if you do that stuff, if you do that white stuff, girl, I'm not judging, girl. I want everybody to do a line. No, don't do no line, girl, because I want everybody to take a shot every time y'all hear Miss Mary say boo. Baby, I say if Miss Mary not gonna let us know nothing else, she gonna let us know that T.S. Madison is her boo. Hello? So every time you hear Miss Mary say boo, I want you to take a shot. Bitch, you gonna end up in the hospital halfway dead. When I tell you Miss Mary and boo. Anyways, child, so no, just leave me alone, boo. I gotta be here by myself. I gotta stay away from everybody. Anyway, so Madison decides to do Maddie in the morning. At this point, it's, you know, COVID has just hit. Well, I keep saying just hit, but it ain't just hit because it's been over here. They let us know. they let us know that it supposedly just hit like in March. So Madison, her team isn't there. Oliver, Craig, Chi-Chi. So she's trying to figure out what to do with her time. So she creates Maddie in the morning. Well, she was in the mirror talking to New York, and she was like giving Dora the Explorer, who used to be a horror, but not no more. Oh my God, when I tell you, I fucking scream because she's Maddie in the morning. When I tell you, I swear to God, the way that T.S. Madison tickles herself, that's how I tickle myself. Like, I really be over here cracking my own self up. Y'all see how I be giggling on camera, girl? Girl, I really be tickling myself for some of the shit that I be saying. Anyways, girl. So, Basically, the COVID has put a stop to pretty much everything. Everybody, like most people in the world, like a lot of people, I'm not gonna say most, but like a lot of people in the world were trying to make the best of it. Trying to find new ways to make money. You know, that's around the time that everybody started, you know, selling dick and pussy online, girl. When I tell you, let me tell y'all something. If I ain't never seen so many people with an OnlyFans page, ain't nothing wrong with it. Because I done subscribed to a couple of y'all OnlyFans page. You know, I try to support, I try to support the entrepreneurs. So, girl, when I tell you, I think all the people that probably used to talk about people doing sex work and being prostitutes, girl, people had to do what they had to do, I guess, you know. So a lot of people turned to OnlyFans, just for fans. A lot of people started YouTube pages. We saw a lot of celebrities starting YouTube pages. So people had to do what they had to do. Craig, you know, he has a YouTube page. But I think he had his YouTube page before COVID even hit. Chi has a YouTube page. Oliver has a YouTube page. So everybody's just trying to, you know, get in where they can fit in. So Madison has her, I don't know what that guy's name, Mo. That's his name, Mo. Mo comes over. Why you late? I just woke up. I'ma fire your ass. So basically, they're trying to do the show just with them, and it's not working. What it comes down to is Madison needs her team. One thing I love about T.S. Madison is Madison knows that she cannot do it by herself. Girl, Madison don't know what's going on. One of the reasons, I know, like, for the people who used to watch my RuPaul's Drag Race reviews, one of the reasons why I stopped, I just started getting frustrated because RuPaul's Drag Race, in my opinion, is a very visual show. And if I'm going to be sitting here critiquing the girls on what they have on and this, I felt like I needed to upload pictures, you know? And I was on, like, and I felt like it was easy. It would be easier for me to do it from my laptop. I bought that whole goddamn MacBook for a goddamn reason. Hello? And I was trying, and Brittany was trying to teach me how, like, I'm so dumb and slow and retarded when it comes to stuff like that. Like, once I get my money together, girl, I'm paying people to do my shit. I don't have time. Girl, I'll have to put some people on the payroll. Right now, I can't afford that. So, girl, we're gonna have to just do what we do over here. But I'm glad that Madison knows that she can't do it by herself and that she needs her team. So Tiffany is engaged. Madison is a little bit worried because just like a lot of women, when they get engaged, you know, their heads are in cloud nine and, you know, they want to start worrying about planning the wedding. And Madison, she's trying to get to the money. So she's kind of nervous that Tiffany may start to, you know, push what they have going on to the side and just worry about her new fiance and, you know, more than likely probably planning a wedding. Chi-Chi and his motivational Mondays. Y'all hear the refrigerator? Chi-Chi and his motivational Mondays. I'm gonna try to talk louder. I'm not gonna lie, you know, I had the same questions as Madison, like, how the fuck are you? Because I would see, like I said, I've watched Chi-Chi's channel more than a few times. And, you know, I would be taken aback, like, you know, I do think it's a little bit strange that we're doing Motivational Monday and you sitting here outside smoking weed. Like, ain't nothing wrong with smoking weed because, bitch, I can have you know, my thing is cocktails. Some people's shit is weed, mine is cocktails. So I just think it's a little bit like, you know, Legs. Do they call her Legs or Leg? I cannot remember her manager's name. I think her name is Legra. I think they call her Legs as like a nickname. I'm not sure. She said she loves Chi-Chi, but she's trying to figure out Chi-Chi's role. What is Chi-Chi's role professionally? So Madison has a phone call with Marky Costello. She is a host expert. She is a big fan of Madison. She is very great at her job as far as, you know, finding people gigs and making people host the television shows. she says that she thought that T.S. Madison would be great. At the time, Eve left the talk, and she felt like T.S. Madison would be great for the talk. I think T.S. Madison would be great. Well, girl, we don't know about now with all the shit. Girl, now we just stopped. Y'all heard it? It stopped, girl, thank God. I don't know about now since, with all the fuck shit that's going on over there at the talk with Sharon Karen Osbourne. Hello? Yes, I call her Sharon Karen Osbourne. But I think that I could definitely see T.S. Madison. She does not give me the view. No tea, no shade. But she doesn't give me the view. I could even though the real is very... I don't want to say... I was about to say dumb. And T.S. Madison isn't dumb. That's what I'm not trying to say. But I could see her kind of like... I don't know. Yeah, I could see her kind of like I could see her more on the talk. I feel like the talk would fit her perfectly. Like the real is a little too like slow for Madison. Like they're very much just a superficial show, in my opinion. Especially like when you compare it to like The View. Like The View, bitch, you gotta at least be a little bit smart. I mean, some people can argue with some of the people on the panel, but for the most part, you have to it's more of a political. You know what? I feel like I'm talking in circles now. The View is more of a political show, and I don't see Madison very like political like that. You see what I'm saying? So I think that she would have been a great fit for the talk. I don't know how Sharon Karen Osbourne would have taken T.S. Madison, but anyways, she tells Madison that she needs to basically be more creative. I think that's why she came up with the Maddie in the Morning, to put more, to put more content out, dial back the raunch, and also stop arguing with people in the comment section. Girl, I'm not gonna lie. There have been times where I felt like Madison, like, stop going back and forth with these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do feel like at a certain point, like she said, you'll never see Oprah. You'll never see Wendy Williams. You'll never see Rihanna or Beyonce going back and forth with nobody in the comment section. Like, girl, like, I'm not even worried about y'all hoes. And I've always felt like Madison had reached a certain point where, even though I understand, like, she's not this big global superstar, like, as far as, like, a Beyonce or something like that, I felt like she reached a certain point in her career where it's kind of like, girl, you can't be arguing with those people that be in your comment section, girl. Just like, don't even worry about it. But I also get that we are human. We are human, and sometimes, my nail. I broke my nail. Girl. This is a mess. I'm trying to wear my nails. Girl, I actually clipped my nails the other night. And this hand, I clipped them a little too short. Because I want to go get them done. I want to go get them professionally painted. Anyways, so, but yeah, I get it though. I completely understand, because it's like, bitch, it's only so much you can take. But it's also like, girl, the truth of the matter is you'll never see Oprah going back and forth with nobody in her comment section. So it's kind of like, girl, you can't keep going back and forth with people. But T.S. Madison is also between a rock and a hard place, because while she needs to may have to dial it back some, she doesn't want to abandon her audience, because T.S. Madison has built the audience on just being herself and being funny and being raunchy. And now you telling me, bitch, I need to dial it back? Like, I don't want to abandon the people that have grown to accept me for me. You see what I'm saying? And I know that has to be a very, very, very hard thing to try to figure out. I remember when Funky Dineva was going through his thing of trying to transition from like Funky to like more of Quentin. I remember him saying how he just wanted to not abandon like, his audience, but also show that, bitch, like, we already knew Funky Dineva is smart, but I also let the girls know, like, because at some point it's kind of like, bitch, I'm really tired of putting on wigs and makeup and lipstick and all that shit. So anyways, girl, so, Madison says she wants to be an inspiration to people. Basically, how lonely it is not to see. This nail is bothering me. I'm about to clip it off because it's gonna keep bothering me. I ain't got no nail. But it was bothering me. It was bothering my soul. Okay. So anyways, so how lonely, she says how lonely it is not to see yourself reflected in the world, which is so true. Like, just something as simple as TV, like, people don't really get how, like, I remember when Pose first came out. When I tell y'all, no lie, on my nieces, I cried every episode of Pose the first season. Every episode, season 1, I sat in this house and cried like a baby. It was something on each episode that just brought me to tears. Like, people don't really understand how, and it's so crazy, especially like with Black people. Like, they want to be represented and seen in television and movies and arts and blah, blah, blah. But girl, when we want to be represented as like the LGBTQ community, all of a sudden it's a fucking agenda. It's an agenda. They trying to stop people from having sex, and they don't want people to have children, and they trying to make our boys gay, and they trying to make the world effeminate, and it's just like, girl, what? Bitch, I just want to see myself on TV. The same way you can turn on a TV and see some ignorant ass niggas on VH1, girl, Bravo. Bitch, I want to see some ignorant ass punks on VH1 or Bravo. Hello? And it's just that fucking simple. The same way you can go to a movie or turn on the TV and see a TV show where people look like you and they represent you. Bitch, we want to see the same goddamn thing. Why is it so hard to understand? I'm about to get pissed off. So the meeting. I think this was the first meeting they've had since COVID first hit in March, I believe. I'm not exactly sure. Of course, they've kept in touch with each other via, FaceTime, I'm assuming, and all that stuff. But I think this is the first time they've gotten together as a group since COVID. Craig thinks that Madison doing Maddie in the Morning in the Queen's Supreme Court is too much. Even though it's kind of like, girl, what's the difference of the shows? There is a slight difference where, like, the Queen's Supreme Court, I really don't watch Maddie in the Morning like that. I really don't watch the Queen's Supreme Court like that anymore either. I was more into it, honestly, when Kai was on. But to me, the difference is, like, the Queen's Supreme Court is, like New York said, it's, it's more judgmental than Maddie in the Morning. To me, the times I have watched Maddie in the Morning, it's more just an upbeat kind of fun. Even though the Queen's Supreme Court is fun too, but it's like, bitch, we drinking, talking about people, cursing people out, giving people, So there is a slight difference in, plus, the hosting expert, what was her name, Marie? I want to call everybody Marie. Marky told her that she wanted her to put more content out. So if this is what she has to do in order to show Marky, and she's listening to the expert. So if the expert says, bitch, you need more content, then bitch, we gonna make more content. It's just that simple. So Oliver and Madison. So this is what I got from it. Madison does not pay her people as far as a salary. They get paid when they work. I know that sounds crazy because most people get paid when they work, right? But I think in their situation, it's like, girl, since we don't have a show, this is what I took from it. We don't have a show, so I'm not paying y'all because y'all not working. So Oliver went out and found other work. So now again, this is what I'm thinking is going on. Because at one point I felt like they was leaving parts out of the argument. So I felt like Oliver had to go out and find other work. Because, baby, we got to pay the bill. Mama got to pay the bills. So if I'm out finding other work and these people are paying me, and then say Madison comes and says, hey, I'm doing something, I'm going to send it over to you via email. Can you do this for me, X, Y, and Z? But Oliver has already, he has 3 clients. Like, I'm just going to make up some people because I think he works for these people. He works for these people in real life. Dr. Heavenly, say Funk It Aniva, and say Quad, right? So if Funk It Aniva, Dr. Heavenly, Quad is sending him stuff to do, and then Madison sends him something to do, he's probably thinking, well, bitch, these people are consistent with the work and with the money. So at this point, cousin Maddie, mama, you're going to have to wait. And Madison is like, bitch, I want my shit when I want my shit. But it's like, girl, you not paying me. These people paying me. We ain't really working. So it's like, do I do what Heavenly, Funky, and Quad wants me to do, or do I drop what they want me to do and do what Madison wants me to do, even though it's just this one-time thing, I might not hear from her again in 2 weeks or whatever. Does that make sense what I'm saying? I do want to say this about Oliver. People who may not know Oliver has let it be known he's not into clothes, he's not into fashion or nothing like that. I want Oliver to get somebody who is into fashion, because Oliver looks a mess in his confessionals. When I tell you, I did not know what the fuck he had on. That shirt he had on was a mess. That other shirt he had on was a mess. But again, not known Oliver, but I was introduced to Oliver on Chasing Atlanta. And Oliver has let it be known that he's not into fashion, nothing like that. So I already kind of know, he's kind of like, girl, just if y'all say this is cute, then it's cute. Let's go. Because he really not into shit like that. But Oliver, you look a mess in those confessionals. The funniest thing was when Oliver and Madison were arguing. Craig was sitting there like this. Like, here these bitches go. You could tell them bitches argue like that for real. Like, you could tell that wasn't just for no goddamn camera, because the way Craig was sitting there like, these bitches always arguing, like, girl, here we go again with this stupid shit. Anyways, Craig tells Madison she needs to create a space where people feel comfortable coming to her. Like, an open door policy. Girl, if people don't feel comfortable coming to you because they think you're going to spaz out and thrash them or run them over with a bus, then girl, they're not going to come to you because you haven't created that space. Girl, when I tell you, Oliver was like, I'm done. Girl, this was my favorite part. I'm going to put the clip at the end of this video. This was my favorite part. When Oliver got that bag, girl, he threw that bag over that elbow, and girl, he walked out. When I say my sister pumped out of that goddamn house. When I tell you, I literally rewinded that part at least 17 times, girl. Girl, when I tell you, I was sitting there hollering. Anyways, y'all, that was an episode. It was a good episode. Shout out to T.S. Madison, Craig, Chi, Miss Mary, who else? Oliver, Leg. Shout out to the whole crew. All right, y'all, I'll talk to y'all later.
Come back, Oliver. Come back.